Hello, my name is Jen, and welcome to the Gospel Weekly's website. Are you looking to reshape family catechesis where it is beneficial for all? Are you acquainted with our Dr. Marylin Kravatz-Toolan and the support that she offers through the Gospel Weekly's website? Allow me to introduce you to her. Hello, Dr. Marylin, how are you?
Hi, Jen. I'm fine. And how are you? It's good
I'm
to be
doing,
with you today.
thank you, and I'm doing well. And please explain to us your background and your passion for teaching others.
Well, first, I think I'm going to talk about my passion for teaching others because it really is a passion that caused me to have a background and to get educated in the field. Uh, I've always loved teaching, but as I realized, and as a mom and as a grandma, that one of my hopes for them was to have an experience of faith. I think many parents and grandparents have that hope for their children. And so at home, we did certain things, to make them more aware of God in their lives. And I could see them, like little sponges, responding to that. And then I ended up doing some work in the parish and I became a catechist. And then from there, I became a parish catechetical leader. And then I became a regional director um, in catechesis for diocese. So I had that experience and I started to say, I really like doing this professionally. This is great to do church work. I felt a calling. I ended up going to Fordham University and I received a PhD in religious education. And from there, I developed and I ran practically, or directed, I should say, and taught a master's in religious education program at one of our local institutes of higher learning. And now, I did that for quite a few years and did other things, in parishes and things like that. And now here I am with Gospel Weeklies doing something and still fulfilling my passion and still teaching others. And so my passion continues to grow and to be fulfilled.
And we love having you with the Gospel Weekly's Flam Publishing. We have a link listed below for our viewers that will take them directly to your landing page. Can you give us a brief explanation of some of the features available?
Sure. I mean, one of the things that I have learned in this ministry, and I would think people can relate to this, is that the fear of getting complacent. We just don't want to think the same old thing's going to work all the time because we have to be honest and look at what's going on around us and say, are people getting it? Are they not? What are the methodologies? What's the best way to do this? Uh, I have found that working with a lectionary-based program to do that, it makes the connections. It makes the connections to Mass. It makes the connections to our everyday living, how to be disciples when you're working with the Gospels. So that's the first thing I wanted to say. Uh, the other thing and we do that through what is featured, you will see on the webpage, on the landing page. The first thing I would draw your attention to are the webinars because I've offered some different experiences of different maybe celebrations, things like that. But I really would draw your attention to the very first one, because that's the one that tells the story of why I am doing what I am doing today. And I think you might find that somewhat entertaining, or you probably could relate to the story itself. So I would ask you to please look at that. The other thing we offer is that each week I do a summary of the gospel for the coming Sunday. And that's for the adult. That's for the person who's doing the teaching. Uh, it's important for us who are doing the teaching to be pretty well, knowledged in what we are going to teach. But it's done for the adult in that questions are asked of you and challenging things for you to think about on how you can be, say, for example, it sounds so simple, but a better disciple. But how do we really follow Jesus in this gospel? And to relay that in your words to those you teach. The curriculum from the weeklies is very comprehensive. It has a lot of great material in it, but if you want to add to it or you want to add something to it, certainly you can have the freedom to do that. And sharing your experience is always important when you're talking to the kids. When we talk to our children and our family or even our grandchildren, we like to share the stories
Mhm.
of family things, but now this gives us the opportunity to share the story of God and to share the story of Jesus. So that is a great way for us to do it by really looking at that gospel. The other thing we do is that on Tuesdays, I do a recording because the day before on Monday, I teach the children. And in that recording, I talk about how did the lesson go? What did they enjoy? What didn't they enjoy? Now throw in a little personal story of what really happened. Were they showing their growth? And does that really, I feel passionate again because I see them coming to it and really enjoying it and feeling they know something. So that's important. And overall, like I said, the curriculum really does a fine job. But there's certainly things that you can use for yourself as well.
A lot of information for sure. Dr. Marylin is offering for all of us to teach and to learn together as we navigate through the ministry of faith formation catechesis. We thank Dr. Marylin for joining us, and be sure to visit the link below to partner with Dr. Marylin and learn more.